let's go fishing. You're watching the Real Deal, baby, Real Deal Fishing Show. You're watching the Real Deal, baby, Real Deal Fishing Show. Well, sit back in that chair, 'cause fishing we're gonna go. We're gonna be out on a lake, some pond or reservoir. We're gonna be deep in the river, keeping it real is so hard. Well, sit back in that chair, 'cause we're gonna take you along. Well, we might catch some bass, we might catch a pike, we might catch a muskie, we'll fish all night. You're watching the Real Deal, baby, Real Deal Fishing Show. Well, come on along, 'cause fishing we're gonna go. Oh, come on, play.
Hey, welcome back to The Real Deal. We have an exciting show. We have Eric from the Bass College.
Yep. Hey guys, Eric Guarino back here, Junior Pro Staff Administrator for thebasscollege.com. Today we're on a little secret location. We're launching out of a small creek that leads into a really good frog lake. And it's going to be pad fields pretty much the whole day. We're going to be throwing live target and spro frogs. And I think it's going to be a good one.
Get your frog tied on, because we're frogging, baby.
Heck yeah.
On the Real Deal Fishing Show. Let's go, man.
Hey guys, Eric Guarino back here for the Real Deal Fishing Show. Right now, we just launched on a little backwater lake, private, secret location, paddling in. See all these pads behind us? Gonna be frogging, it's gonna be Kitex. Let's see what we can do. Alright, first one of the morning. It's not big, but that's literally like my second or third catch with the buzzbait. Let's get after him today. There we go. Look in these sparse pads here. We found kind of a pattern. They're not really in the thickest pads, but if you can find a little bit of pockets where there's open water, what we're doing is scurrying the frog across as fast as we can. Just scurrying it, and then once you hit a little bit of open space, just let it sit. And you know, it's about a pound and a quarter, but we're catching them. So we're gonna work more pad fields in the back, see if we can get some more.
Oh yeah, they're loving the spro. Cloud cover, we're frogging. I'm here with Eric from the Bass College, and we're getting it done. Yeah. Frog fell right out of his mouth. Bonsai Spro Junior Popping Frog right there. This is what's getting it done. Not as big as Eric's. He got a 2-pounder, but I'm slowly catching up. This is what it's really about. Getting into the pads, finding nice little open areas where that frog can scurry across. And like magic, the bass is gone. So we're gonna keep frogging. I think today is a frogging day. So let's see what happens here on the Real Deal Fishing Show. Yeah. Today we noticed that the frog bite wasn't on the open water. It was really close to the shoreline. Throwing that frog almost to the point where it would hit land, fall into the water, and within 2 to 3 feet of that shoreline, that's where the bass were biting. We've been using smaller profiled frogs, and we've been having a great day hooking up and frog fishing.
Just go over the gear we're using real quick today to catch these fish. That one I just caught, this is Copper's Live Target 55T. It's a great frog, really soft, got good sharp hooks. And I know Rich is fishing one by Spro. It's a bronze-eye poppin' frog. I think he's got the baby one on there. So we're throwing 2 different types of frogs, but we're definitely getting bit with both of them. And of course for rod and reel, one thing I always like to recommend to people when you're frog fishing is a reel with a 7-to-1 gear ratio, because if you hook a frog fish way out, you make a long cast, you need that high-speed reel to really, you know, catch up to the fish. 50-pound braid, and of course a heavy rod is always important. This is a 7/6 medium heavy Powell. You know, if there's any New Jersey bass fishermen out there that really want to expand their knowledge, I would definitely recommend the basscollege.com. I'm the junior pro staff administrator on there, so you'll see me answering questions all the time. We have a specific New Jersey forum section that is just teeming with tons of lake reports, you know, general conditions, specific patterns to choose on certain lakes, and you can always go on there and ask me questions, ask any of our other junior pro staff questions there, and there's just tons of information. I definitely recommend checking out the basscollege.com if you're a New Jersey bass fisherman who wants to get more out of this great state. Alright, there we go. That's a little bit better. I caught one like this earlier. You didn't see it. It was off camera. Live target frog, same pattern. Right next to a dock. It's an isolated weed pocket with a little bit of an opening. I saw that wake, smashed it. Solid 2-pounder. That's not a bad fish for out here.
Now, when we were out on the water today, we noticed something. We were starting to fish lily pads that were in open water. The key was...
You know, I always say that fishing is a puzzle, and we were fishing those open pads like, you know, any other person would.
Right.
Weren't getting hit. Then I started moving closer to the shoreline, found those shoreline pads with little pockets of open water, and bam, that was the key. And when you get one bite like that, you got to keep fishing those same areas. No bite is a coincidence. Every bite is a piece of the puzzle, and that can really be the difference between a good and a bad day on the water.
Also, your frog was a lot better than my frog. You'll see in the video.
Well, that's going to do it for us today, guys. Thanks for watching this episode of The Real Deal. And remember, if we see you on the water, keep it real.
Grab a rod, let's go fishing. You're watching The Real Deal, baby. Real Deal Fishing Show. You're watching The Real Deal, baby. Real Deal Fishing Show. We'll sit back in that chair, 'cause fishing we're gonna go. We're gonna be out on a lake, some pond or reservoir.